This is Friday Favorites and Flops, and I almost feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't filmed in so long. I missed my Friday Favorites last week because it was the day after Christmas, and I would have had to film on Christmas or the day before, and I had probably like 16 people at my house. My whole family came and I got the flu. So I couldn't film, and I don't think I remember being so sick in my life. Let me show you a quote I posted on Instagram. It's totally describes everything about me the past few days. If you couldn't read that, it said, "I can't get out of bed. These blankets have accepted me as one of their own, and if I leave now, I might lose their trust." I seriously could not get out of bed. I was feeling just so run down, and honestly, like, I'm one of those people who brags. Like, I'm a bragger about never like really getting super sick and not getting the flu. And so my dad's always like, "You need to get the flu shot." And I'm like, every time I get the flu shot, it seems like I get the flu, so I just don't get the flu shot. And then he's like, "You better get the flu shot." So then, you know, I don't get the flu shot. I legit, a day before I got the flu, said, this whole conversation went down with my dad and like in front of my whole family, and then like the next day I'm like, "I have the flu." And my dad waited like a good courtesy like buffer of a day before he said something like, "Guess you should better get the flu shot," you know. But I've heard, word around the street is that this flu strand is not covered in the flu shot, so just saying. I still feel like I should have a little bit of bragging rights about my flu shot thing. But anyways, I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas break and or holiday break. And I, like I said, have not worn makeup. I haven't worn hardly anything besides I wore something on Christmas Eve. So I don't have a ton of favorites, but I do have a few other like jewelry pieces or things that certain things that I was loving before that I was going to mention. So I'm going to talk about those. This should be a really quick Friday favorite. First, I wanted to talk about some jewelry because I have been meaning to talk about this for a couple of weeks now. If you guys have been with me for a while, this isn't going to come as a surprise for you. I've talked about ShopLately a ton in the past. I recently got a few new pieces from ShopLately, like this necklace here, which I love, and these earrings that I'm wearing. Now, ShopLately is a site where there are tons of different vendors, and you can get jewelry and different types of accessories like sunglasses, and they even have some makeup on there and clothes. And I've gotten clothes and shoes on there, purses. So a variety of different merchants are there, and the prices are what gets me because they're so affordable. So I can literally get several different things for the price that I would end up paying for like one big statement piece of like, say, maybe some Stella and Dot jewelry. But I find that it's really quality jewelry, and it's just fun costume jewelry. I've gotten a lot of different statement necklaces from ShopLately, as well as dainty pieces. I've had a lot of different midi rings. I like the fact that you can shop with several different merchants. I believe these earrings are from the merchant PUBLIK, and I will link all the pieces that I'm wearing, like this necklace and these earrings, exactly down below. I did get a few other pieces that I just wanted to show. This bracelet right here, I will leave the links to these down below. I love it. It's like a green, like almost like a deep emerald, like army green color. I love it. And then these earrings, which I haven't worn yet, they are super adorable, and I can't wait to wear them. Like little triangles with some studs right here, and then they hang down with little spikes hang down. I love these. ShopLately has like a special insider program where you could get free shipping for a year, and it only costs $9. So you get free shipping for all the merchants, which is definitely a steal, because whatever you're paying in shipping, you could just add on like an extra earring or whatever, and it's only for $9 for the whole year. So that's definitely something to look into. If you guys are interested in ShopLately, I'm gonna leave the link down below. And I remember when I first signed up, you have the opportunity, like if you share your link, you have the opportunity to earn credits and stuff. So if you share your ShopLately link on your Facebook page, you have the opportunity to earn credits that you can spend in ShopLately. So I'll leave all the information down below. but I've really been loving the pieces. And like I said, if you have been with me for a while, this is not the first time you've heard me talk about ShopLately. So I just thought I would bring it up again because I had been wearing some of their pieces recently. So the one real standout like makeup item for me this week was, or in the past 2 weeks, has been this Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow palette. This is the Sculpt and Highlight palette. And the Sculpt shade, I've like seriously used, I've worn down the words on the Sculpt side. And this is the, like, you just don't think it's going to be a good Sculpt shade because it has a little bit of a shimmer in it. But it's the perfect not too cool and not too warm brown shade. And the shimmer doesn't show up. It blends in so beautifully. So I love that shade. But what I really love is this highlight. I've been wearing this a ton recently. I can't even take it. It's so pretty, and I just don't even know if this like will even do it justice, but it's just a gold champagne highlight. It's so smooth. It's so beautiful. I've been applying it with the Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush. So I just put it on and just right down the bridge of my nose and on the top of my cheekbones. This is like the JLo Glow highlighter in my opinion, because it's that perfect gold beige shade that just really, and it's so finely milled that it just really blends in. You can really get it blended in nicely. I love the way this looks on the skin, and I like the way that this looks on camera as well as in person. Sometimes when a highlight looks really good on camera, when you see it in person, you're like, yikes. But this is really good in person as well. It doesn't look like too overdone or anything. It's just such a great highlight, and I love the contour shade as well. This is rather expensive, but if you're gonna get anything from Charlotte Tilbury, I highly recommend this and the blushes. You can't go wrong. Honestly, with those two things, I don't think you could go wrong, and I feel really comfortable recommending those to you because I know that like it is an expensive brand, but I feel like if you invested your money in either of these things, the blushes or this, that I wouldn't feel like you would come back at me and be like, you recommended that and it sucked. Because I really stand behind those two products as far as some of my all-time favorites, and I feel confident that if you guys spent the money on it, it would be a good investment, or at least I think that you would think it would be. So really been loving that, and that was kind of a long speech for this palette, but sorry, can't help myself. Okay, so believe it or not, I only have 2 things left. I don't have a flop. I honestly, like I said, haven't been wearing makeup long enough this past couple of weeks to even have a flop, but the Sigma Soft Blend Concealer Brush, this is the F64. I've been using this to apply my concealer. This applies concealer like a dream. It's just a big fluffy brush, and it really just blends it in beautifully, and I love how it like soft focus diffuses it. It's called Soft Blend, and it really does like softly blend it in. I don't find it leaves brush marks. I really feel like my concealer is worked into the skin and it's just not sitting on top of it. I just love the way it applies it. So I've been using the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. That's probably my go-to concealer if I had to pick one. So I just kind of dot it on and then I just buff it in. And I love the way that it has been looking under my eyes using this brush. So this has been a definite favorite. This comes on in the kit Spot, I think it's called Spot on Concealer Set, which is a great concealer set from Sigma, but I think you can buy this brush individually, I believe. So I will link it in the set and individually down below, but this has been like a lifesaver as far as my concealer. I would say this is probably my favorite way to apply concealer that I've found as of like my concealer life. So the last product is a brow finisher, and this is from MAC, and it is the clear brow finisher. And this is just like a clear brow wax. This is an angled wax, and you just put it in. I put it in before I do my brows. I have really wild brow hairs, and I like to get them kind of waxed down and in place because they are so like every which way. But if I can get them waxed down, then I can go in with a pencil and create the shape, and I don't have to just like draw too high because my hair is going wonky. So I take this and it's really thin and nice, and that's what I like about it, because it's not too sticky, it's not too thick. It's a really great consistency, and this just makes it so easy instead of having to do a pot and a brush and all that. I like that in the stick. So I just go through and put this through my brows, and then I go in and use a pencil. And I love the way that this works, and like I said, I don't find it has like a sticky residue or anything. Brow finisher, because you probably should put it on, like a lot of people probably fill in their brows and then do this as like, oh, okay, this is the brow finisher. We're gonna just, you know, like lay everything down. But for me, like I said, the way that works for me is to do it like, this is my brow starter. So I just have to lay these puppies down before I'm filling anything in. So I like to use it that way. Yeah. I use it the way I want to, and it works the way that I've been using it, and that's what I've been loving it for. So that's the thing about products. You can just find the way they work for you. So I hope you guys, again, had a wonderful holiday weekend. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. I am going to be having, like, instead of doing a December favorites this month, I'm going to be doing, like, my favorites for the whole year. I've done this for 2 years in a row now. This will be the 3rd year. So I'm going to just do, like, my, you know, yearly favorites. So instead of December favorites, it'll be a yearly favorites. I probably will break it up into 2 videos because I'm so long-winded. I don't think I could fit all my yearly favorites into one video, so I'll probably do 2 videos. But I will probably have that up the first week of January sometime, so keep a lookout for that. And as always, leave your favorites down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Mwah.